Welcome to the College of Knowledge. This time, how to maximize your growth with your brand. Coming from a long tradition of Irish storytellers, he offers a new perspective on growth and branding that will guarantee a happily ever after for your results. Here is Paul Hughes.
The three most important things in business. Number one, results. Number two, results. And number three, results. Ladies and gentlemen, it's all about results. Now, there are many things that can help gaining results. The most important one is our ability to grow. I'm going to share with you some insights today about how we grow ourselves and our business. And for your pleasure, I'm going to draw live as I speak. As an Irishman, I'm compelled to tell you stories. And I'm fascinated with stories that take this and make this. How an individual can become a community. And this story is about an island community that comes together once every 10 years to build a boat. Everybody in the community has a task. The women, the men, the children. They all have a task to build the boat. And the oldest person in the village, whether it was a man or a woman, have a special task. Their task is to sit in the center of the village, to build a fire, and keep the fire burning for the whole length of the project, 2-3 weeks. And their job is to sit by the fire and remember why they're building the boat. If there is a dispute, they come back, they sit around the fire and remember why they're building the boat. If people are tired at the end of the day because they've sent too many emails, they come back and sit around the fire and remember why they built the boat. At the heart of every great organization, at the heart of every great initiative, is a fire that burns brightly. What is your fire? Now, how excited are we? Growth. The number one thing on the minds of every CEO across a study that has lasted more than 20 or 30 years is growth. And all too often, growth is invisible. I believe that growth can become a visible force. You'll notice I drew a spiral. Growth is never linear. Growth is always non-linear. And the thing that I believe that will make everything tangible and relevant is your brand. Your brand is not your logo and a color system, but rather your brand is everything that you do, every action. And I want to offer you some statistics. 7, 38, 55. These represent percentages. How people are influenced. We are influenced 7% from the words that people say. 38% by the tone of the words. And 55% by the body language. That is correct, ladies and gentlemen. 55% of you are just looking at my body. It is not what you say, It is how you make people feel. Therefore, ladies and gentlemen, this is incredibly important. Your brand is the body language of your organization. Who here wants to be 55% more successful? The first thing is, every business needs to clarify, every business needs to simplify, and every business needs to multiply. Clarify, simplify, multiply. A confused mind does not buy. Clarify. What is the essence of what you do? Simplify. How does it all come together? Multiply. 3 things. Now, the first thing to clarify is the following. The quality of your relations defines the quality of your results. Business is all about people. People is at the center of everything we do. Let's take this further. Now, I love the following. Formula One. Now, for those of you who don't watch it, it's cars going around very fast in a circle. For those of you who do watch it, it's all about strategy. Strategy. There's a famous leader of one of the Formula One teams that was famous for asking one question. If somebody came up and says, "Can we change the tires?" he would ask, "Does it make the car go faster?" If it was yes, they could change it. If it was no, they could not. Somebody would come up and ask, "Can we do such and such with the engine?" He would say, "Does it make the car go faster?" With one question, he focuses all strategy. Now, in my experience, business sometimes is more complex than having one question. I often find a series of questions. And right now, the question that I would ask is, what is the pain that we are solving? What is the pain that we are solving for our clients? Now, we've spoken about clarify. Let's speak for a moment about simplify. Ladies and gentlemen, every organization needs to do 5 things. 5 things. It needs to have a purpose, it needs to have a why, it needs to have a set of values, a how and a what. Those 5 things. Your purpose is a point on the horizon which you will never reach. It is a guiding star. Your why is why that's important to you. Your values, that's your company culture. Your how is very important. Your what is not important at all. What you do is not important. How you do it is important. And you could imagine, if we draw a line here, that everything above that line is aspirational. And everything below that line is operational. And when I do work in organizations, you immediately find individuals that say, "Let's make this operational. Don't talk to me about aspirational stuff, make it operate." And you have other individuals saying, "Please give me some meaning to my work. Why are we doing this?" The success, ladies and gentlemen, is both aspirations and operations. Simplify the essence of everything you do through this purpose. Now, multiply. You see that cheeky thing down here? You see this? Let us pull it all together. I draw a lot of circles. And I put dots in the middle. The dot this time represents what it is, and the circle represents what it does. It is not about what it is about what it does. Did you get that? Now we've got different languages in this audience. It is not what it is what it does. It is not what it is, water, it's what it does, refreshment. The first thing when we move outwards and communicate to the world is to position what we do in what it does. So, our Formula One question was, first of all, what is the pain that we were solving? As we return, the Formula One question is this what the client wants? Tell your client what they want, give them what they need. Tell your client what they want, give them what they need. Don't try and convince your client what they need. Give them what they want. And in doing so, what they need. Focus is everything. It's really simple. What we need to do is we need to put our client at the heart of everything we do. Our client is our focus point. It's very simple. What we have is we have a pain we are solving through a very simple relationship. The point is, business is very simple. It is about people. And the quality of our relationships defines the quality of our results. The essence of what we need to do in every aspect of business: clarify, simplify, multiply. I believe you can focus on the body language of your organization. That makes you 55% more successful. By doing this, I believe your brand becomes something that I call branded growth. You use your brand to grow. Growth can be a visible force through the use of our brand. Which brings us back to our starting point. If we're speaking about the three most important things in business, results, there are three things we need to do. We need to clarify. We need to simplify. And through doing so, multiply. We clarify the pain that we are solving. We simplify the purpose. And we multiply through the position of putting our client centered. I believe with three simple steps across every organization, what will emerge will be a fire that burns brightly. Thank you very much.
The College of Knowledge. Tomorrow Conversations.